The Daimyo, pillars of power, guardians of land and sculptors of Japan's destiny. To speak of the Daimyo is to recount the tale of men who walked the fine edge between honor and ambition, their lives woven into the very soul of ancient Japan. Their story began during an age when strength governed the land and loyalty to one's lord was the highest virtue. These lords of the great estates, born of the word Myoden, meaning private land, were no ordinary men. They were stewards of the earth itself, whose hands shaped the fate of provinces. In feudal Japan, the relationship between the shogun and the daimyo was characterized by a hierarchical structure in which the shogun held supreme military authority, while the daimyo were powerful regional lords who governed their own territories. The shogun exercised control over the daimyo through a combination of policies and practices designed to ensure their loyalty and prevent any potential challenges to central authority. One of the primary methods employed by the shogun to maintain control in this hierarchical structure was the implementation of the Sankin Kotai system, or alternate attendance. This policy required daimyo to maintain two residences, one in their home domain and another in Edo, modern-day Tokyo, where the shogun's government was based. Daimyo were obligated to spend alternating years residing in Edo, and during their absence from the capital, their families were required to remain there as hostages. This system not only ensured the daimyo's regular presence at the shogun's court, but also imposed significant financial burdens on them, as they had to maintain two households and fund regular travel between their domain and Edo. The substantial expenses associated with Sankin Kotai served to limit the resources available to the daimyo for potential military endeavors against the shogunate. The term daimyo, the word itself combines dai, meaning large, and myo, derived from myoden, signifying private land. This nomenclature underscores their role as significant landholders in Japanese society. Initially, during the Muromachi period, 1336 to 1573, the first daimyo emerged from the ranks of the shugo, the military governors. These were men entrusted with the protection and order of their domains, carrying not only the sword of justice, but the purse of prosperity. Yet, power is a heavy burden. Many of these lords, tied to the imperial capital of Kyoto, entrusted their deputies to oversee their provinces. But where power is delegated, ambition brews. Some of these deputies rose above their stations, becoming lords in their own right, planting the seeds for what would become a new era of daimyo. The subsequent Sengoku period, or Warring States era, approximately 1467 to 1600, witnessed the rise of the Sengoku daimyo. Unlike their predecessors, many of these lords were self-made, ascending from the ranks of local warriors or jisamurai. This period was characterized by constant military conflict, as these daimyo vied for territorial control and influence. Prominent figures such as Oda Nobunaga, Toyotomi Hideyoshi, and Tokugawa Ieyasu played pivotal roles during this tumultuous time, each contributing to the eventual unification of Japan. Following the unification, the Edo period from 1603 to 1868 commenced under the Tokugawa shogunate. During this era, the daimyo were organized into a hierarchical system based on their relationship with the ruling Tokugawa family. They governed semi-autonomous domains called Han, each maintaining its own military and administrative systems. To ensure loyalty and mitigate potential rebellions, the shogunate implemented the Sankin Kotai policy, mandating that daimyo spend alternating years between their domains and the shogun's court in Edo, modern-day Tokyo. This policy not only curtailed the daimyo's power by imposing financial burdens, but also facilitated centralized control. The Meiji Restoration of 1868 marked a significant turning point in Japanese history. The new imperial government sought to modernize the nation and dismantle the feudal system. In 1871, the Han domains were abolished, replaced by a prefectural system. The Daimyo were compelled to surrender their lands and authority to the emperor, effectively ending their rule. Many former daimyo were integrated into the new aristocracy, known as the Kazoku, and some continued to wield influence in Japan's evolving political landscape. The daimyo, you see, were more than mere lords. They were the heartbeat of a feudal Japan, the architects of war, peace, and culture. Their patronage built castles that touched the heavens, gardens that mirrored paradise, and traditions that live on even now. Their legacy whispers through the trees of ancient estates, hums in the stones of long-forgotten roads, and blooms with the cherry blossoms each spring. To understand the daimyo is to understand Japan itself, its beauty, its strength, its resilience. And so, their tale is ours to remember, like the fading glow of a setting sun. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video or found it informative, please consider giving me a thumbs up or checking out some of my other videos by clicking the link in the description below or checking out my channel. It would mean a lot to me. Thank you again, and until next time.